Where's the dot? Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. How are you? Quick little one tonight, so you don't have to suffer through another 40-minute video. Let me get you down on the canvas since there are 4 paintings from the last one, the little quadratic, and I'll show you the dried results and then we'll get started. So let me just put this down. I just lined them up on my counter here. And I'll hold them up. So that's what it looks like as a whole. They dried really nice. I've decided not to do anything on these 4 inner corners, mostly because they're too pretty. Like the cells and the colors, that's continuity. So I'm gonna leave it. This is sold already. It's just gonna hang out for a couple weeks before it gets resined and shipped. I think I'm gonna do another set and then different colors, and what I'll probably do is blue it out over the sides more, like still leave some negative space like here and here, but take this off here, you know, and off the sides a little bit more, so that when you look at it as a whole, it's like falling over. So that's so that means I got to get 4 more of these. So I guess I can just hold up one. They dried great. What I'm really happy about is like the pink edging everywhere. I think is adorable. I really like just the composition of that one in particular. And the other thing I was really pleased about is that the colors went all the way to the end. A lot of times, particularly when you're blowing them out, it'll either do like this first one did, which is fine because it's all color, but when it turns black and white, like maybe you can see right here, when it does that in a primary spot, well, I just don't like it as much. But these have color all the way up, so super, super stoked with this set. We'll be sorry to see it go, really, like really, really quite happy. Whoops, but she doesn't drop it, and there's like the sides. I like the composition of that one. And then this one was the final one, the do-over one, I remember, but it turned out great. And again, like the pink edges and the cell work, just really, really happy. So there's those guys. I have them labeled in how they go. Obviously, the owner can change it any way she wants, but just for presentation purposes, I'm gonna put these away and then get set up and do a little pour. Be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm set up. So what I've decided to do today is taking inspiration from this Shelly art piece I did a while back. I don't think I filmed this one, where I used some Arteza paints in sage green and then some copper, black, and white. And I really, this one is staying home with me, and it's being hung in my kitchen. I really like the look of it, so I kind of wanted to do that today with a flip cup with some negative space, kind of like a fall wispy tree with the sage green and some burnt umber, some gold and some black. So darker colors today. And this is little 8x16. If this goes well, I might make a second piece to accompany it. My pouring medium recipe today is a little different as well. Oh, don't knock over your cup of white, goober. It's almost half and half, 8 ounces of golden color pouring medium gloss with 8 ounces of Elmer's glue all, and then maybe I'm gonna call it, we'll play it safe and we'll say 3 ounces of water. So 8, 8, and 3 today. It's probably, I'm gonna keep trying to knock that over. 3 cups. So colors, Arteza was kind enough to send me a bunch of these packets. This is from their Pearl Metallic collection. So the color of the day is this olive green right here. Give that a stir. Mixed, oh, that seems a little thick. So this is 1-to-1. My pouring medium with the paint, and as you can tell, it's a bit thick. I haven't added any water to it. So half pouring medium, half paint. And then I'm gonna add just enough water to barely skim the paint in the cup, and then give that a quick mix. But I kind of wanted to show that for those that are asking how I mix. And there's my consistency. So it leaves a little bit of a trace or mound before it disappears into the paint. And that's my preferred consistency. So there's that guy. They also have, this is their gold right there. That looks pretty great. And then I'm using some Liquitex Heavy Body right here. Is this what I'm using? No, I changed my mind. I didn't use that. I used, scratch that. I used Artist Loft Professional Series. This is Burnt Umber. Right here. Check my consistency on that. Looking pretty great. Man, I could just probably use a smidge of water. Just like a couple drops like that. I don't like to use a lot of water in my paints unless I'm doing a Dutch pour. Otherwise, I try to minimize the water. That's just a personal preference. So there's that, and then the Artist Loft Flow Acrylic in black and white. And there's the black, it's fine. And then I have a couple cups of white. But I think I'm going to flip cup first on the dry canvas and then add white around it for negative space. So, and I don't want that big of a cup. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer. Oh, let me add my Spot On Treadmill Silicone to my colors. So put 2 or 3, they were baby drops, 3 drops in the green, 3 in the gold, and just 2 in the umber. And give those a quick stir. You see what I'm doing? Something like that. And then in my green. All right, let's go ahead and layer. A little bit of white. Don't do too many layers. There's a green. I'm gonna just use a little bit of black. Oh, I forgot to put a drop of silicone in my black. Hold on. There's 2 in my black. Just a little black like that. I'll go back to my green. Switch up the order a little bit. Oops. I'm foregoing gloves today. I'll just give that a minute, or 10 seconds actually. Give that a little lip. Well, that's very earthy for sure. I want to do that. I don't like that white part. I want to wait to torch. I'm going to pour my white kind of around it, maybe through it even a little bit. Something like that. And we'll see how that does. Let's give this a tilt first. Well, so much for negative space, because it's a going, but that's all right. Let's go do both corners while we're here. Maybe we'll have the negative space at the bottom end. That might be an idea too. Oh, there's something in my paint right there. A blob. Off you go. Fix my corner. Huh. That's interesting. Look. Let me give that a torch. I don't know if I like the white yet. I like that I'm getting cells in the white. That's interesting. Oh, I see some more bubbles in the white. Ugh, I'm missing them everywhere. Let's bring this down a little bit. Stretch things out. I really didn't know what I wanted, other than I didn't want a wall of color. Let's take off some of the white off this side. I feel like I need something here. I do, like another flip cup. Like I don't like it like that. Or I just run some more white lines through it. I do like how this looks like a branch. And I like how cells careen into the white. That's cool. I'm just staring. It's not matching the vision in my head at all. Yeah, you know, not all ideas work out. So I'm gonna flip cup on top of this because I think I'd rather have a wall of color. I don't like that. So. Let's make another cup and put it on top. I got plenty of paint to spread things around. And I think I'm gonna add a little more black too. Can you see it if I put it over here? Not really, can you? All right, well, we'll just stick it there then. And we'll start with a little bit of white. And we'll do a green. Let's do black next. I got a couple little black cells, but since I was so chintzy with it, it really didn't show up. Let's try the black then. Lots of gold. The umber. The green again. I'm gonna put gold again first before we do the black again. There we go. Maybe I should just pour it and do a pour. Just pour it all over. So it's long and skinny, so it's gonna run away. It's gonna have to help it slide down right away so I don't lose things. And that white's helping everything slide. You know, bye-bye old. It was a good experiment. Kind of loving the colors now. I'll take it off here and then we'll give it a torch. There's still enough for me to move paint around. It looks like I have a lump. Are you a lump? Why, yes you are. A little lump of white. There we go. All right, let's give this a torch and a tilt. I really like those colors together though. I'm pleasantly surprised. Bubbles everywhere. Get a little closer. Some here. Got a couple caterpillars. That's super pretty. Very dramatic looking, isn't it? Just get rid of a caterpillar on this one side, have it slide off, say bye-bye. Maybe come down a little bit. Actually, these are cute guys. They don't really bother me too much. And I'm gonna slide some more off the same side here. Just a little bit. Stretch out some things. I like the white at the top. I'm gonna leave that there. Let me stare at this a second. I got two bikini corners at the bottom, but they match, so who am I to say? I'll leave those live since they match. They look okay. What do we think of this one? I wish I had some more cells right in here. Not that I want it all celled up, but just to have something pop through that black would be nice. I don't mind the dark at the top. Let me try to get something right there. Yeah, got some gold coming up. That's good. And something where I stuck my finger. Then I'm gonna have to mess with that because that's gonna bug me. See if my finger trick will work. That is gonna bug me. It's like I don't know what it is, but it is thick and does not want to come out. I'm gonna have to put a dollop of paint or something right there. Nice little cells popped up there. That help balance. I'm just gonna put gold over that one spot and leave it be. Unless it looks too fake. Kind of just merge it in with the other cells. There we go. Ta-da! It's interesting. First experiment did not work, but I love the contrast and the bold colors of this one. I do. Let me get you guys down for a close-up, and yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is very different for me, this color combo. I think I might do another one. Let me get you down. So there's the gold cells and the green, and then check out those white and gold there. That's cold. This part here with the black, it's a little dark, but it adds to the painting somehow. I feel like it's pretty balanced overall. I love my two corners. See the those are cute caterpillars, and you know, gotta love the cells with the white rings. And since this other corner pretty much matches, I'm not gonna mess with that. Interesting color combo. Let me see how long this is. I might go again because I have a second canvas and I have plenty of paint. Okay, be guys, right back. I'm back. I decided to do second one. I always tell myself, you gotta put up a short video, but I just thought it'd be fun to use those same colors and maybe do a lighter version, like a yin and yang, so use more white, almost sandwich pour style, and just to see what happens. And that one was what, well, the final result was a straight pour. So we'll do a flip cup and see what happens this time. So I have already a 1/4 cup of white in here. So I'm going to go ahead and layer my colors. I think I'm going to start with the gold first. So do the gold. I'm probably going to pour white around this canvas too. And then we'll do the sage green. The black. And then the umber. And I'm going to put some gold on top of that umber too. I like those two together very much. And that'll kill off the gold. There will be an Arteza link for discount for these paints in the description box as well. If you want to check them out. Oops. And then what? The green, the sage. And some white. I'll probably pour white around this. So we'll flip cup it this way. See how different, what kind of different look we get. I think what makes the other one is there's like a row of white cells running through it that just, between that and the white at the top, it breaks it up just enough so the whole painting isn't too dark. All right, ready? Make sure my little thing is ready. Oh yeah, look at the white. And I'm gonna add the rest here too. So this is gonna have a completely different look. Now, for safety, we're gonna go ahead and add some white around it. Like that. Now I'm gonna get this corner. we'll see what this one looks like. So give it a little tilt. Nothing much to speak of, right? Come down to the bottom here. Go a little bit this way. I might leave it like this. Oh, missed a spot. Off you go. And then come over this way. And let's give this a torch and see. Look how light the burnt umber went with all the white. All right. Kind of high, pop some bubbles. This is like Caterpillar City today. Everywhere. I don't know why I stirred my paint. I didn't get very close with the torch. I'm gonna lose my negative space because I'm definitely gonna stretch those guys out. So just give them a second here. They're small right now. Got some big black ones. And let's wiggle. Let's go this way and wiggle some of these guys off. There, come back. And then float our way over. I think I'm gonna still have some white areas, which will be cool. And then bring them back. Trying to keep my cell shapes. Oh yes, we got the black painting and the white painting. To ask you guys which one you prefer. That's gonna be a kind of almost a toss-up for me. Let me stop and stare at this. That's very interesting too. I'm leaving 4 bikini corners this time too. That's, it is so dramatically different from the first one. It's just wow. Let me touch up my corners. I'll get you guys down for close-ups of both. And you have to let me know which one, what's your preference? The one that's dark and moody, or the one with all the white? Because the way you see them side by side, they look completely different. I'm just staring, seeing if I want to torch anywhere else. I love these one lone cells up here in my frame. Yeah, and I love the path of white. Like I love that. That really, I think that this one might get the edge for me just because of that. I just think that just adds a lot of visual interest and breaks up the painting a bit. Yeah. The other one has its merits. And I'm deciding whether or not I want to torch a little bit in here. Just for balance. And I don't know what's going on here. It's like, I better not have another lump. I'm just going to give it a little torch just for a little, you know, smaller cells are fine. I got some big ones up here and the rest are all pretty uniform. So I'm just going to do something right in there. Yeah, these little guys here coming up and the white. Don't be afraid to get too close. That helps actually. Yeah, because then it balances it going up this way. And we're going to leave it be. I'm saying ta-da to that one too. Yay, I'm happy. I gotta say, I've been unable to, you know, paint the side of a barn the last couple days, and I have a really bad case of tennis elbow, which made it hard to stir. So I'm glad I was able to get these two out. The other really cool thing, well, let me get you guys down for close-ups and then I'll say goodbye. I wanted to point out something about the umber with the mixed black. It made a really beautiful chocolate color on this one. So let me flip these around so they're side by side, and I'll get you down. Okay guys, so here's the second one. Really quite happy with it. This part up here, I love that. The chocolate brown cells with the black from the, I always get my umbers confused. Do you guys do that too? Burnt umber. Burnt umber. Those are just really cool. I like how the sage color merged with the gold and the black here, and how the sage underneath as a background is much lighter in that path running through it. Let me come up higher so you can kind of see the whole thing. Here's the little cells I just added, so it's balanced on both sides, but not too busy. That one cell up there, he's awesome, just hanging out all by himself. So there's that one, and here's the one again, the first one, and look at the difference. Let me see if I can get them both in frame for you like this. It's gonna be up high. Dramatically different. So let me know what's your preference. I'll call this like the black and white. Which one, yeah, or dark and light, and see which one is your preference. The sage green is obviously truer in this one, as well as the gold. And see, this one is saved for me by that series of white cells running across this one and the white on top. I still like it, but I think for me, my personal preference is probably the second guy here. But yeah, I'll be interested to know what you think. Let me know in the comments, and I'll try to be quicker getting the videos up. It's really hard to film with my family hanging about, you know, because they want to talk and live their lives, and I need peace and quiet to film, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm great. I hope you guys are doing great too, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.